All right, guys, so it's mow day, and if you know me, then you know that the thing that I care about most with the lawn is just like dark green color. That's the reason I picked the grass seed that I picked. That's the reason that I fertilize. That's the reason I do everything that I do, is that I just want dark green grass. And I realized that I have never applied like a generous amount of iron to my lawn. Sure, I've applied a liquid iron before, but it's always been in like a combination product to where I'm actually only applying 1% iron or 2% iron at the most. I've never actually applied a generous amount of iron to my lawn to really see what iron can do. And so as the introduction for me to iron, to straight iron, I have purchased the cheapest chelated iron that I could find, and it was on Amazon. It was $13 for 32 ounces. So what that applies to me is about 3 applications at about $4 and some change per application, which isn't that expensive. So before we put the iron down, I got to get a cut on the grass. We're gonna actually have the results in this video, so stay till the end because we'll have the results at the end. I am sweating. This hat wasn't on, I would be dripping. Look at this. It is starting to get hot out here. Plus I got on the spray gear, the long sleeves, but I mean it's iron, so I rolled them up, and long pants, of course. Got that. So we have the opulent, the chelated liquid iron here. This is opulent blends, and we're going to measure everything out with actually the measuring cup that comes with the hose end sprayer. I'm not gonna use the hose end sprayer for this because I want to make sure that I'm spraying it accurately. And guys, I'm using a pump sprayer. You know, it's not a fancy one, so it's not, but I'm gonna put a little bit of water in here. It's a 6.5% iron. This is the Opulent brand. It's $13 on Amazon. So with this being a 32 ounce bottle, it recommends you put down a 2.5% just for that maintenance, that iron maintenance, which I don't think I have an iron deficiency. It does recommend you apply 4.5 to 6.5% iron if you have an iron deficiency, which I don't think I have an iron deficiency. So I just want that maintenance. I'm doing the highest maintenance rate, which is a 2.5. We're putting that down on 4,500 square feet, which means I need to put down 11.25 ounces. I'm gonna probably just round up to 12. And now we're pouring in 12 ounces, guys. 12 ounces is what we're going for. Here, right here, that's all we need, 12 ounces. So we're gonna fill that up to 12. All right, that should be 12. I'm gonna put it down to check it. I'm gonna check it. We're a little low, a little short. Add in a little bit more. All right, and that gives us our 12 ounces. So, all right, the next part's the easy part, pouring this in. That's our 12 ounces. And now I'm gonna fill this up. So pop this back on. That good and mixed up there. Now we should be ready to go. We're gonna spray it on fan. Give some pumps. Yeah, we're good to go. You need to get a chelated iron, which that's what I've been seeing people on YouTube recommended, so that's what I purchased. Now I just looked up what that actually means. What that means is that yeah, the biggest bug ever. But a chelated iron, which I just looked that up shortly ago because I wasn't actually sure what that meant. And what it basically means is that it's bound to an amino acid. The iron is bound to an amino acid, which helps with absorption, and it helps cut down on potential side effects. That's straight from Google, guys. So do with that with what you must. As I'm doing this, I'm thinking about what are all the benefits of iron. Of course, I know that helps with a chlorophyll production. The chlorophyll is like what the green part of your lawn is. You know, when you spray like a tenacity, a mesotrione, and your lawn start bleaching, it's because it's eliminating the ability to absorb sunlight, which is what the chlorophyll does. So it eliminates the chlorophyll. That's why your lawn turns white. Iron does the opposite. It helps boost the chlorophyll production, which makes the lawn turn a darker green. But there's like a couple of other benefits that I didn't even know about that we actually have. One thing is that it helps with disease resistance, and it resistant against like pests in the lawn as well. Also, it helps with stress resistance, heat stress, drought stress, and different stresses that your lawn can come over. So it's not only just like a cosmetic thing, it also actually helps your lawn be a stronger lawn. And the last thing is that liquid iron helps with moss control and moss regulation. I just sprayed everything around this, and that's why this package looks wet, because I actually sprayed over it, but I realized I wasn't recording. But I'll show you guys where we are in the lawn, so that way when we circle back, we'll know. You guys will have a little bit of social proof. That's where we are, right by the tree. We're right here, and we're also gonna move this and put it in a different part of the lawn too. I haven't sprayed past the tree yet, so we're gonna come down here, down toward the corner, and we're gonna, this looks like a nice spot, put that right here, and we're gonna spray here too. So we have a spot right here by the tree, and then we'll have a spot down here. I'm interested to see how it comes out after we give it a little bit of time to adjust. So we're gonna just fast forward this 2 days. Let's go 2 days, check out and see how it looks, and if we need to go another 2, we may do another 2. But if we can start to see a difference after the 2 days, I think it'll be a success. So I'm gonna just fast forward this. 72 hours later, we're back, and I'm looking over the lawn. Long story short, the test was a failure. The iron wasn't a failure, but the test was a failure. And I think it had to do with the bag that I used to cover the spot. Visually, I can see a difference in the color of the grass. So I'm gonna call the test inconclusive, leaning towards the iron works, because visually I'm looking at it and it's a darker green. All in all, guys, I do think it's a good product. I do think that it works. Now, it may not be as strong or as deep of a green as some other products are, but I do think that it works. And so for $4 an application, $13 in total, $14 in total, like after taxes and all that stuff, I do think that it's a quality product to work if you're going for the bargain end of things. There may be products out there that make a deeper green when you're buying just iron. And of course there's a combination of products out there and everything like that. The point of this was using just a straight iron. I do think, and I'm gonna put up on the camera the footage I took from 3 days ago and today, and we can kind of compare the color of them, because I haven't altered the color of the footage, anything. This is both straight out of camera. It has the standard color profile in the camera on it. It's straight out of camera. Iron is probably my new favorite supplement, even though it's not, it has its benefits for the lawn, of course. And it's not as beneficial as things like nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, humic acid, sulfur, fulvic acid, things like that. It's not as beneficial as those, but just I like the cosmetic look of it. That's just nice. That's just nice. So man, look at this color, guys. Look at me. You see, it's pretty bright out here. And look at the color of the grass. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, and you can look exactly where I am too. Look exactly where I am. So the light's hitting me and the grass the same. And look at that color. Yeah. Yeah, the test plots may have been a failure, but the iron overall was definitely not a failure. I would buy it again. But I am on the next run. Once I'm out of this one and I'm refilling, I am gonna try a more expensive one and see what the benefits are there. And I'm gonna see which one I like better. Just because I'm a strong advocate of don't spend it if you don't have to. I'm not gonna spend $30 for the same bottle if it does the same thing, just because it says it's a higher quality. You know, luxury brands are a thing, but sometimes they actually are better. I'm not gonna just buy the more expensive product because it's more expensive. It is supposed to be better. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. But if I buy a bigger bottle, or if I buy a more expensive like application rate bottle and I feel like I get the same results, I'm switching back. All right guys, and this channel goal is to help everybody learn, help me learn, help you learn, help each other learn at the same time. So guys, I need you guys to hop in the comments and let me know and let each other know what iron products do you guys highly recommend and which ones do you not recommend. And let's just have a discussion. Let's get in there and talk with each other. Let's get in there and learn something or find out why we should use this or shouldn't use that. But I'm out of here guys, until next time, peace.